Hey there, welcome back to Cartology. Today we're looking at 3balls.com, a website that sells golfing equipment. Pretty obvious and straightforward. One of the things I wanted to point out on this website was the way they promote their pop-up on the entry of the website. Now, I'm going to refresh this page and we're going to have a look at the pop-up that appears at the front of their website. Now, a lot of people have problems with pop-ups. A lot of people feel that it's too intrusive. A lot of people don't want to scare people off with pop-ups, but at the end of the day, pop-ups work. They work really well, and they're very effective way. They're probably the most effective way of growing your email list. So if you're looking for a way to grow your newsletter list, doing something like this on the entry of your website is probably the easiest way to grow your newsletter. Now, I'd like to just have a quick critique of this particular pop-up though, because there's a couple of fundamental things that I think are wrong with this pop-up. The first thing is that there's so much writing on this page. You know, it says save $5 off your first order. Now, that headline is really lost amongst everything else. There's 3 full lines of text below it in all caps. Then there's like a 3-line restriction applying. So I think, you know, when you're writing this stuff, you want your headline to really jump out. We did a critique a few weeks ago of Busted Tees, who have very good exit pop-up copy and layout. The other problem here is there's a field in there, but it doesn't say what to put in there. Now, obviously they're trying to collect an email address, but you'd be surprised how silly some people are out there in the world who wouldn't actually know what to do here. So there's no real like message to say, hey, put in your email address. That's the other thing. Now, finally, I think the other problem is that this pop-up actually gets lost in the overall background of this whole page. Now, if you look at this home page, there's so much going on that this gray screen, this light box that is sort of graying out the background, is not really dark enough. So it doesn't really allow the actual pop-up to really come to life and jump out at you. So when I got here and I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, well, this is just really annoying. I'm out of here because there's too much text. I can't be bothered reading it. I can't see what it is they want me to put in, and it just says add me. Add me to what? Well, obviously you have to read all of this to figure out what you're going to be added to. So when you're thinking about doing a pop-up, I highly suggest doing them. It doesn't matter what your feelings are towards them; they work. And when you consider doing them, don't do them like this. I'd probably make them slightly bigger. I'd make the background gray, like much grayer, so it really grays out the back. So it highlights the your message, and really stay focused on your main message. And that, I think, would be the ingredients for a really strong, successful entry pop-up strategy to help grow your newsletter list on your website. So hopefully this was helpful, and I think 3balls have quite a bit of work to do on their entry pop-up. Thanks for watching.